Going? Alright. What's up, guys? Chris and Sean here. Showing you definitely a different deck profile. I'll admit...
Hey guys.
Kevin's here.
Like always.
I'll admit it's not top tier or anything. I don't suggest running it at a tournament or anything like that. This deck is just for fun. Even though it could be really trolly and really fantastic when it's on. That's why I like it. And it's honestly probably my favorite deck.
Drink Pepsi.
And it runs...
Pepsi.
Pepsi sucks.
Drink beer.
Anyway, and most importantly, it runs probably the most popular card in all of Yu-Gi-Oh! So, I guess we will go ahead and get right to the profile. We start off with, of course, 3 Dark Magicians. He is your boss monster of the deck.
One with 3 Cheez-Its.
I want to Cheez-It. Don't really need to explain more. You guys are watching this video because you know who Dark Magician is already. Guess I should explain that this whole point of the deck is to lock your opponent down and beat the fuck out of them with strong-ass monsters. Can't have a Dark Magician deck without your skilled darks. 3 of them, because once 3 spell cards is activated, you can search and special Dark Magician from hand, deck, or graveyard.
And he's 1900.
And he's a 1900 beater. So, obviously, if it's a Dark Magician deck, run 3 skilled darks. Sean's breaking the refrigerator.
I need a Mountain Dew.
3 breakers. Obviously, you guys know what breaker is. 1900 beater when he's normal summoned. Break the counter to pop a backfield card.
And he's 1900 when he has a counter.
And, yeah, I said that. 1900 when he's normal summoned.
Oh.
Anyway.
I was eating cheeses.
3 Veilers, because obviously she's a spellcaster, so she works perfect with this deck, and card effects really fuck you up. So you want to make sure that you have, stuff to stop them. 2 Kycoo. I like him a lot because he is 18 with Solidarity. He turns into 26. Can't do math. And when he does battle damage, you get to banish up to 2 monsters in your opponent's graveyard. So it can really falter some of their plans. 2 Summoner Monks, because of the fact that he's limited to 2. Really good because you discard a spell card to special summon a level 4 lower spellcaster monster from your deck. So you can bring out Skilled Dark, or one of the plays I do most often with him is I bring out Veiler from my deck, and then sink for 5 and bring out Librarian. Really good. On top of that, we got 2 Valkyrias. This one's really cool because Sean colored it.
Like a boss.
And this one's all plain. 1600 attack, 1800 defense. When she's on the field, your opponent can't select another spellcaster monster to attack. So with Solidarity, she turns into 2400, and if you get both on the field, they're battle locked, which just adds even more to your control. So it just messes up their plans even more. 1 Gagaga Magician, because yeah, he's only 1500. Even with Solidarity, he's only 2300. But with his effect that you can turn him into any level you want, it helps bring out Big Eye. You turn him into a level 7 when Dark Magician's on the field, overlay with Dark Magician, bring out Big Eye, and you guys know the rest from there. 1 Chaos Sorcerer, because, well...
What if they don't know the rest?
Shut up, Jude.
Well, I'll get to the extra deck, and then they'll know the rest. No BLS because it messes with Solidarity. I know. Not popular. If you guys want to run BLS, fine. I prefer the Chaos Sorcerer because with Solidarity, he's bigger than BLS. So, and you have...
Jesus Lord Almighty, bro.
Kevin's playing Borderlands in the background.
Really fucking loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
You have 3 Veilers and 2 Valkyria in the deck, so you have enough likes, and you have plenty of darks. So...
Gagaga Magician, Summoner Monk, Kycoo, Breaker, Skilled Dark.
Dark Magician himself.
Dick Sucker himself.
Wow. So obviously Chaos Sorcerer. Really good with the deck. So to go into the control, you want 3 secret villages. This one's proxy because I don't have a third one. So if you guys watch our trade binder video and you have a secret village you're trying to get rid of, let us know because I'm looking for one.
And send me some Brotherhood of the Firefish shit.
Brotherhood of the Firefish shit as well.
Some bears and some dragons stuff.
This card you have to be careful when you play it because it can be a double-edged sword. When you control a spellcaster and your opponent does not, which most of the times they don't unless you're going up against spellbooks, then you're fucked.
Then you lose.
Yeah, then you lose. They can't activate spell cards. But if you don't control a face-up spellcaster, you can't use spell cards. So you want to get this out as early as possible, but you also want to make sure that your field is protected at the same time because once they pop all your monsters, you won't be able to use your staples or anything like that. So be careful when you play it, but this is your main focus of the control, is Secret Village. 3 Terraforming, just to be safe and make sure you get Secret Village.
And if you already have it, you can ditch it for Summoner Monk, and it's an easy cost.
Right. Easy Summoner Monk fodder. And then into the Solidarity, because your entire deck is Spellcasters, and this is what it makes everything a powerhouse. Dark Magician hits the field with Solidarity, he turns into a 3,300 beater. There are many times where I have Dark Magician out with 2 Solidarities, and what are they going to do when a 4,100 attack Dark Magician is punching them in the face? Fucking nothing. So, 3 Solidarities, 2 Magical Dimensions, because it's busted as fuck, and limited to 2 for a reason. It's a quick play spell, so you can play it during your opponent's turn. You tribute a spellcaster on your side of the field to special summon one from your hand. So if you draw into a Dark Magician, you don't have to worry too much if you have a Magical Dimension, because you can have something face up that's not Summoner Monk, because Summoner Monk can't be tributed. Have this face down, they bring out a big beastie. You chain Magical Dimension, tribute a spellcaster, special Dark Magician, and you get to blow up a monster on their side of the field. So, 2 Magical Dimensions. 1 Allure, because you have a shitload of Dark monsters. So, Allure of the Darkness works very well. Forbidden Chalice, because monster effects, like I said earlier, they hurt. Just a way to avoid them.
And the 400 boost doesn't really hurt you because all your monsters are huge.
Right. Then you got your staples, your Dark Hole, your Heavy Storm, your Mox Reborn, your Book of Moon. Obviously, I'm not even going to explain that. If you guys don't know what those cards do, you're playing the wrong game. Dark Magic Curtain. Don't turn the video off. I found that this card does actually help in a pinch. If you need him on the field and you're just getting run over, it helps. This has won the game for me a lot of times on Dueling Network, which is really fun to play on because people don't know how the fuck to fight it. So, Dark Magic Curtain, I like it. If you guys don't, you know, it's up to you. This is just my personal preference. And then your trap cards, just 3 Royal Decrees to stop them from using any traps against you. So, you play Decree. If you have Decree and Village on the field, no spell or trap cards. You have Solidarity on the field. They can't use spells, traps, and you have giant monsters on the field that they just can't get over. And hopefully you'll have a Chalice down or a Veiler in your hand in case they try to blow up and do something. You can negate it, and then you can just keep beating the fuck out of them with whatever you have on the field. Like I said, really fun deck. And then for your extra deck, you only have 3. We got Big Eye, because you were running 3 Dark Magicians and a Gagaga Magician. So, Big Eye for stealing an opponent's monster. One time on Dueling Network, an opponent summoned BLS against me when I had a 3,300 attack Dark Magician out and 2 Valkyrias out. So his only option at the time was to banish my Dark Magician, so I wouldn't punch him in the face, but I Veilered him. So next turn I summoned Gagaga Magician, turned him into a 7, overlaid for Big Eye, detached Dark Magician to bring his BLS to my side, then Mox Reborn, the Dark Magician I detached, and then just wrecked him in the mouth. Ass whooping. So, obviously you run Big Eye. Alchemic Magician, I've only used her 2 or 3 times because she's 3 level 4s, and honestly she's not great, but when I used her, she won the game for me. Because, like I said, 3 level 4 spellcaster types to bring her out. And during the end phase of your turn, you can detach a material to discard a card from your hand to set a spell card from your deck onto the field. So you can use that to get Magical Dimension out. You can use it to get Solidarity out. So next turn you can go off. Anything like that. Like I said, I like Magical Dimension because they bring out something big, or if they have something big out, you can just go Summoner Monk, something else, overlay Alchemic Magician, discard, set set Magical Dimension, then use Magical Dimension, get your Dark Magician, whoever out to blow up their monster. But she also gains 200 attack for every spell card in the graveyard. So that on top of Solidarity can make her pretty big. And your most used card in the extra deck is Librarian, because he's 2,400, 31, or 32 with Solidarity. My math is awful. I got 15 minutes of sleep in the past 29 hours. Summoner Monk and a Veiler, bring them out.
Bring them out.
Yep. You guys know the rest. If somebody synchro summons, you get to draw a card, which barely ever happens, but like I said, he's huge. And I guess I can show you guys a typical play of the deck really quick. Typically, you would want your opening hand to be Decree. Obviously, I'll be frank, this deck is hit and miss, because sometimes you don't draw the cards that you need, and it blows. But say you have Decree, Skill Dark, let's say, where the hell, Sean messed up all my...
Yeah, I was fucking around.
A Veiler just in case, and then we get...
Secret Village.
Not yet. Terraforming and Solidarity.
Yeah.
Say these are your first 5. You would open up, Skill Dark, activate Terraforming, get Secret Village, activate it, that's 2 counters on him, then activate Solidarity, that's 3, tribute him, get out Dark Magician from the deck. This one. Special summon your Dark Magician, set your Royal Decree, and then say, get at me, bro. Because they don't know what to do. You have a 3,300 attack Dark Magician out. If they don't have any Spellcasters in their deck, or at the time...
Chain this to their draw phase.
Yeah, chain that to their draw. That's very important. So they go, okay, how do I get over that? Maybe they try to bring out Tour Guide or somebody to try to help them out. You will hopefully have a Veiler or Chalice, and then they're locked. And then just like that, you have a light in the dark in the grave in case you draw into Chaos Sorcerer. So
next turn, draw another Solidarity.
Next turn, play another Solidarity, because why the fuck not? 4,100 attack Dark Magician for the win. So, like I said, it's definitely not a top tier deck at all, but it's fun and trolly, and you get to run the most famous card in the entire game. And personally, even though I've been playing the game for years, the Dark Magician is still my favorite card. So, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and try it out.
Oh, wow.
And keep in touch. Subscribe if you're not. Leave comments down below.
Send me Brotherhood shit.
Send him Brotherhood shit. Send me a Secret Village.
And a Priestess.
And a Priestess. I need a 3rd Priestess so I can get that deck profile out to you guys.
You guys won't have to send the card.
So, this has to be the shortest deck profile we've done yet. Because I kind of just blew through it.
Yep.
Alright. Well, not a bad thing.
No, mind. His was 10 minutes, I think.
Oh, well, second is shortest. Anyway, we'll see you guys next time.
Deuces.
Peace.